Okay, so this is after we find the Marines, so it should spawn us there.
A topographical scan of the area shows a break in the foliage north of here. Should be big enough to bring in a dropship for evac.
Lord of Admirals, so very many years have we battled. My finest opponent, the mantle accepts all who live fiercely, who defend their young, who build and struggle and grow. And even those who dominate, as humans have dominated, cruelly, without wisdom. But for all of us, there is a time like this. And for you, that time is now. Know this, relentless enemy, killer of our children, Lord of Admirals. Soon we will face the enemy you have faced. And we are afraid.
My life workers are investigating, but I believe humans were never attacking us.
Tell that to the millions of dead.
The humans were acting as caretakers, pruning away planets so that this infection would not spread.
They took the mantle of responsibility upon themselves. And in so doing, they brought this sickness to our shores.
Husband.
Okay, now I just need to find the others. Oh my god, Halo 4 has been poorly ported. That much so obvious now. Okay, so this is the third one, and it's in the third area. No. No. Onto the bed. No. Off the table.
Perish. All in life is choice. And your day to choose has come.
He's altering the tower!
very thorough on my purging. Yep, I was right.
The Flood cover more of our galaxy with each passing day. They feast on the essence of life itself. The only way to stop their advance is to remove that life upon which they feast.
My life workers have made plans for the reseeding of humanity, and of all life after the halos are fired.
So you agree the halos are our only solution?
I do.
And your husband?
My husband has a different opinion of what steps to take against the Flood.
Did it work? Run the simulation. The procedure is a failure. I am still susceptible to Flood infection.
That leaves only the Composer.
It will not work on my new form.
Then you will lead us, as always.
You would submit to such sacrifice.
Didactic. If the Composer is our final hope to defeat the Flood, no Promethean would resist.
I have led you, my Prometheans, for thousands of years, and I shall continue to lead you. Rise! Rise and protect the Forerunners! Rise and protect the galaxy!
Bro, there we go. That's another, Okay, so I'm going to go, I think the next one I'm going to go for, Midnight, should be easy to get as well. Because if I'm right, this should be after, we're actually in the ship. That means I just need to follow some direction. It's wrong. It ends now. Okay, yeah.
Chief, I know I'm supposed to know what to do, but
We'll have to deploy the warhead manually. How and where?
I always know what to do. I always know what to do. Just give me a second.
Keep scanning for the Composer. We'll figure it out on the way.
Okay, just confirming.
Where reason does not stop you, perhaps force can at least delay you.
Okay, so this should be the right area. Oh. Alright. Okay.
My dear husband, I know your crimes, and I have found forgiveness. I know your reasons. I understand them. I know you. Perhaps better than you could ever hope to know yourself. I ask you, forgive my transgressions. Like yourself, all I have done I have done for the greater good. Our time as the galaxy's caretakers is past. The Flood have overrun us. In the days to come, the Halo rings will fire, eradicating the Flood and all other life for a time. I have worked hard to index all species in known space. When the time comes, these indexes will open, and once more the galaxy will breathe and grow. Blood will pump, life will claw its way out of the oceans and through the mud. Babes will be born and grow old under the warmth of 1,000 suns. Civilizations will rise in our stead, and our job as caretakers will at last bear fruit. Until then, I leave you here, my love. The only living thing in this galaxy, sealed safely away. Spend these ages ahead of you in meditation on your choices. When you wake, you will find the humans. I have ensured that they will grow strong and vibrant. They will be our rightful heirs. Their gene plan dictates that the galaxy will be theirs to care for by then. I beg of you, find the strength to help them learn from our mistakes. And my husband, let them teach you as well. Please.
Neat. So the first one will be after defeating the hunters. I have to go from here. The question is, where are the first hunters?
Doesn't look like the Covenant fared much better than we did.
How many ships made it through the roof?
Plenty. Why?
We still need a ride home.
What is that? Chief, see if that terminal is still active. Chief, check your ammo. You might want to go easy until we can locate some more. Given all this debris, chances are you'll find something the Covenant won't want shot at them. The Covenant have been broadcasting that from an equidistant orbit every 30 minutes for the last 3 years.
They've been waiting outside the planet for 3 years.
Apparently they couldn't get in. I'm picking up a faint transmission on the high band.
Covenant?
I don't think so. The pattern's different. I'll try to triangulate its position. Warthogs, and still in one piece. Nice to see your luck is holding out. Chief? About my condition? I didn't want to mention it, seeing as how it's a complete long shot, but since you brought it up, it is possible that getting home could help me find a solution for my rampancy.
How?
Well, as far as I know, I'm the only AI ever generated from living tissue. A clone of Dr. Halsey, to be precise. It may be possible to recompile my neural net by replicating those same conditions. But that means getting back to Halsey soon. Chief, I'm hearing that strange signal again. Stronger this time.
Do you think there's something to it?
I'm curious more than anything. Its behavior is odd. Hostiles! If we're going to hijack a ship from these Covenant, we're going to have to find where they're landing first.
I don't suppose you have a plan for that.
We could always ask nicely.
Asking's not my strong suit.
Got a little cocky with my speedrunning there.
Asking's not my strong suit.
That elite dropped his camo module. Let's have a look. I'll run a soft patch to it from the suit. Never know what might come in handy.
Oh, I see. This is Bravo. I thought... Okay. I thought I ran into the,
There's that phantom signal
hunter
again.
before this point.
I heard something that time. Sentinels.
I wondered when they'd show up. There, Chief. A console in the back. It's a localized site cartographer. Okay. In service of Forerunner Shield World, designate Requiem.
Requiem? At least we know where we are now.
Let's see if it can tell us what the Covenant are so interested in. Huh.
What happened?
I don't know. It locked up. I'm detecting power fluctuations in several locations. I'll put them up for you. Hopefully we can find some way to get this cartographer back online.
What's it doing?
It's all right. This energy is actually a ferroelectric data field. Your shields are just cycling in response to the chamber's charge.
Will this bring the cartographer back online?
Partially. This type of processing system usually works in parallel. We'll have to locate its twin.
Is that the same signal?
Yes! Mayday, mayday, mayday! UNSC AI Cortana to Infinity, please respond. No response. But from the strength of that signal, the Infinity has to be close by. The cartographer should be back online. We may be able to use it to track the ship's location. We can't give the Covenant access to the cartographer. Clear them out. That's it. Now quick, to the cartographer. Let's get to that terminus and find Infinity.
What do you know about Infinity?
Not much. She was supposed to be massive, but the project was only in prototype when we left. Covenant net's going crazy. They're ordering all units to converge on the tower.
I guess we got their attention.
We're about to have our hands full. The elites just issued a general order. They're moving all ground teams to secure the tower entrance above us.
so this should be go inside the building.
While you were busy, I managed to clear up another transmission from Infinity.
Sounded like he said artifact.
Not go onto the elevator.
Whatever the Covenant are after.
Where's the terminus?
The map placed it at the top of the tower.
Oh my god, I missed that, really?
Enemies move deeper into our territory with abandon. They must be eradicated.
Shall we take revenge? Abandon the mantle and all that its philosophy has given us these 1,000 generations?
All our plans have been torn asunder.
More reason not to abandon our beliefs. The mantle is our guidepost in times such as these. We must not falter in following its teachings. The enemy must be sent home and taught to stand with the galaxy, rather than rail against us and take what they desire. The mantle shelters all.
Didact, you make a fair, if uncomfortable, point. You have my support. Librarian, will you likewise follow the mantle as the Didact suggests?
Yes, Master Builder.
You're not angry at me.
We had this discussion a century ago.
Ah, so you are angry at me.
In the chambers, yes. But not now. You'll depart for Requiem soon?
At dawn. My Prometheans are already there.
Already there? You knew the Master Builder would side with you.
Should we step back inside the council chamber?
No. I would rather we spend our night out here. There will be fighting enough in the days ahead.
Neat. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got Forerunner. I have done Infinity this. I did Reclaimer. No. Oh, I just need to Composer, and I have no idea what the fuck. I have no clue on what that one is. Actually, let's check my achievements just to make sure. I just want to make sure. No. 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 Yep, I just need to do Composer. So I have to look out. Well, as soon as I find a mantis, I'm going to freak out and start looking for shit. There'll be time for affection later, cat. God damn it, no! Fuck off! I'm busy! Jesus.
I'm sorry, I just can't stop them. It's like 1,000 of me arguing all at once.
Dr. Tilson, are you there?
Oh, thank God. When your signal cut off,
Doctor, listen to me. You have to issue the order to evacuate the
We've
station.
been trying. The Covenant, they've already taken over the landing bays.
Send me your coordinates. I'll see what I can do about clearing an evac route on my way to you.
Oh boy. How am I alive? I see.
What can we do to keep the Covenant out?
The harbor master controls can erect a barricade over the bay, but we'll have to locate them. That's it. Raise the barricade. Dr. Tilson, base 7 is secure and we're moving toward your position now.
Oh, really? That's incredible. Thank you. end of the world out there!
Cortana, door controls.
Tilson's inside the door over there.
I desperately hope you know why all this.
Doctor, what was that?
The Covenant. The Covenant shot down the first evac shuttle.
The station should be equipped with outer turrets. If we can reactivate them, I can program the station's defenses to provide cover for the evacuation.
Okay, I'll send you the coordinates.
Orders are to keep the cover.
I see.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Cox, Edwards, you two take the flanks. Yes, sir. On it.
There it is.
French, lock down the far end. Sir.
The flood is still too strong. Perhaps if I had greater numbers. Humans, your kind brought the flood to our shores. Now you will aid in ending its threat.
They were to be safe here. I ensured they would rise once more, better than before.
Your pets have a nobler purpose ahead of them.
You do not face me in person after your deceit.
I have an army to build from the raw materials harvested this day. The citizens of this halo are my first conscripts, and with them in my thrall, the Flood will meet its defeat. Humanity's loss of biological form will serve as final payment for their crimes. It is a kindness they do not deserve.
What will be done?
Move the other humans to safety. Ensure the security of their index samples. They must finish what we have failed to do.
Librarian, where are you going?
To stop my husband's madness.
Oh, I was not expecting to bang this out in a single hour, which is really good. Being able to do all of this in a single hour means that all this will only be in one video. This will be the last? No, it won't be. Because guess what I have? What's coming up next? Spartan Ops. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.